fashion dolls, and happy 30th birthday to me. It is my 30th birthday today, fashion dolls. And on today's special episode of Tête-à-Tête, we're going to celebrate and ring in my 30th birthday with me. I know you guys are wondering, who is my Halloween costume? My Halloween costume is Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I wanted to do something classy and elegant, to ring in the new year. While I'm waiting on my co-host Manny to get here, and he is here, fashion dolls, and I have a very, very special surprise for you guys coming up after this. All right, so let's get into some convo with my very amazing, talented co-host, Manny Killer. I can't wait to do something different. Last year I was this sexy race car driver. Let me take these off so everybody can see the eyes.
Hi,
Hello.
baby. How you doing?
Oh my God.
Hello there.
Look at Manny's costume. I am Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Holly Golightly, if you guys are wondering. So just gave it away. All right. So happy Halloween. Happy
Happy
Halloween,
Halloween
fashion
and
dome.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, it's my
yes.
30th birthday today, and we are going to celebrate and have some fun. Look at Manny's costume, completely unrecognizable. Whereas you guys see me, I would practically look like this every day. But I had to channel my inner Audrey Hepburn for you guys. All right?
hmm Yes, yes.
All right. So before we get into this conversation, Manny, how has everything been for you so far?
Well, so far it's been going good. Things have been better and a better vibration, better energy, and just positive people just surrounding me more and more. So I'm very thankful for everybody who's been there for me and going through my hardship and my good times and my bad. So I'm just really blessed and humbled to see another day and continue to just live life. So that's what it would
Yes,
be.
yes. All right, fashion dolls. So we last week we didn't do a show, but today we're going to open up today's show talking about something that is very taboo, with not just in the LGBTQ community, but in the community overall in general, and that is fat phobia. For those of you who do not know what fat phobia is, it is shaming someone who is not a size 2 or size 0 or below. And we know that there is a such thing as BBL culture going on in the world right now. So let me elaborate even more on this in detail. So I was reading this article before we went on, and it says from within. The name of the website is called Within Health, and it says fat phobia is alive and rampant in the gay community. So let me elaborate even more. Let me take this glove off. I need to be able to swipe. Okay. Fat phobia and weight stigma are unfortunately rampant in gay men, in which many men experience fat shaming, discrimination, harmful comments, and exclusion, causing a toxic environment that often ostracizes its own community members. Fat phobia can negatively affect a person's mental and physical health, increasing their risk for eating disorders. Now, we know that there is a such thing as peer pressure eating. People eat because they're stressed out or they're depressed. There's so many things. Now, we know within our community, fat phobia is a thing because it's all about who's the most desirable. Who's the most desirable look? My question that I want to ask to the people out here, because I've noticed that y'all have given my I've looked at everyone's Halloween costumes and everyone looks amazing. Um, but I have my critiques. I have my reservations. And the first one I'm gonna start on, God, I hate bringing her up, but it seems like she can't catch a break. Lizzo. Lizzo did 3 Halloween costumes this year. She did Tina Turner, she did Elvira, and she also did Carmen Miranda. Um, when she did Tina Turner, that fat phobia jumped out immediately from people saying, "Oh, well, Tina didn't look like that." Listen, what is the perfect size? That's what I would like to know. What is the perfect body image? What is the perfect size to people nowadays? That's what I would like to know. because it's clearly obvious that you don't think that she's worthy of being loved or deserving of being loved. How dare you, with your plus size body and your beautiful melanated skin, get up here and embrace what you are, which is a beautiful full-figured woman. How dare you? That's what you guys think at home. Fat phobia affects people mentally, and I've never opened up about this, but I suffer from body image issues also too. Now, when I first started Style by Stevie, I was a perfect, I want to say 120. I had washboard abs, but then throughout the years, you can tell, your body does not stay the same. I just turned 30, and I must say I'm happy with all of my thickness, all of my thighs, and everything. Um,
Yes.
Dress that I'm wearing today it has a thigh high slit, and I didn't post photos of the dress for a reason. I'm gonna post the looks, the costume. I did Audrey Hepburn's Breakfast with Tiffany's. You guys see the tiara, so I wanted to do something a little different than what I did last year. I was this sexy race car driver, and what I did was I gained a little weight, and this was due to the pandemic. So I said, embrace it, embrace it, embrace your flaws, embrace what makes you so unique. Now, this article also talks about fat phobia has far-reaching consequences for fat people, and it's a term that's been reclaimed by those living in higher weight bodies. My thing is this: as long as you are healthy, it shouldn't matter what your body looks like. It shouldn't matter what other people think. If your beauty standards, because your beauty standards are causing my mental health to succumb. And at the end of the day, when I look in the mirror, it's making me pick out things about myself that I don't see as perfect. I have these. I have cellulite. These are things that I go and I critique myself about. So there's a consequence to body shaming, and that end result is people. Thank you, Timothy. Yes, thank y'all so much for all the love. Y'all, my phone has been ringing off the hook this morning, all these birthday wishes that are coming in. And then we're going to talk about this inflation on this candy. We're not going to be serious today, but I just wanted to touch on it because it's disgusting watching some of the responses of y'all. Y'all have nothing better. Not everybody, but to the trolls out here. You have no life. You are so pathetic and so low to try to bring yourself down up to make somebody else feel down. What is the perfect body? That is the question of the day. What do you guys see as the perfect body? I can tell you what I think the perfect body is. The perfect body is muscles. The perfect body is washboard abs, an athletic build. The perfect body is somebody who looks like a Tiana Taylor or a J-Lo. That's the perfect body. But you wouldn't see somebody like a Gabby Sidibe or a Danielle Brooks or Lizzo or a Justin King of Reeves or anybody that is fuller figure or plus size as desirable. You don't think that they're worthy of being loved. I wanted to talk about this because I notice it within our community, especially on Bigo. Now, there's a broadcaster on there by the name of Dre Baby. You guys heard of him. This is my thing on this. The first thing that you guys resort to is body shaming, fat shaming. Oh, you big bitch this, you big fat. Let me tell y'all something. Have you ever ceased to take a look in the mirror and evaluate what you don't think is perfect? We all have flaws at the end of the day. I have a scar on my leg from when I fell off the bicycle when I was like, what? I want to say 11 years old. I was riding a bicycle. My father bought home a new bicycle, and I fell off the bicycle, and I had this scar on my leg. And when I first started Style by Stevie, I've been wearing a lot of long pants. So you guys noticed that I've always been in suits and capri-like pants because I was insecure about that. Now I'm just like, embrace all of your flaws. Embrace what makes you unique. And I've noticed that with a lot of beauty and fashion magazines, they go and retouch a lot of photos and airbrush a lot of photos. That's the secret that you guys don't know, is that they go and they airbrush and retouch a lot of photos. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen photos of my co-host here, who is a DJ and he's done adult entertainment, and you guys have seen his photos everywhere.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that the photographer has had to go and touch up some of the photos. They do it for a lot of beauty images. They do it for a lot of fashion magazines. Any type of image, they go and they retouch these photos. And the reason why is because it has to be perfect. And my question to everybody that is just joining in is, what do you define as the perfect body image? There's body dissatisfaction, depression, psychological stress, and poor self-esteem. And what do you think that you're doing to the youth out here, young teenagers that are going out here and starving themselves because they can't fit into the gown that they want to wear to go to prom? Or all of these things. Just think about it when you go to your class reunion. It's like, I got to be in shape. I got to look good. I got to impress everybody that I went to school with. It's a lot of pressure on you. Trust me. I know this all too well. My mom just went to her class reunion, and I had to do her makeup. So it's just like catching up with people, and then what do people think in the back of their minds about you when you're not in the room? That's what runs through your mind also as well too. Why do you guys think that a lot of people are getting BBLs and what is it? Liposuction. Why do you think that people are going out here and getting a lot of BBLs and liposuction? The reason why is because society has told them that your body is not beautiful.
Right.
Your body is not beautiful. How dare you? Did y'all know that I'm 200 pounds? And thick and proud of it. Y'all would never know because of the way that I ink, baby. I learned how to angle my body in those pictures real good. Ain't no filter over here.
That's right.
And the thing about it is, to the people out here that are so miserable, what makes you feel so good and above to make somebody else feel like shit? Because your own insecurities. So while you're sitting there behind a keyboard or behind your phone screen and you're typing in someone's comments about what somebody's body should look like, no, you shouldn't be this fat, you shouldn't be this. I'm trying not to laugh because Manny is so in character right now. But this is serious, y'all. Like, this is a thing that has been plaguing the LGBTQ community, plaguing us is, oh, you can't have no fats, no films, no fats. What was it back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all didn't think I know about that. Yeah. Trade got to be athletic built. You got to have washboard abs. You got to be, you got to be ripped. You got to be cut up. I ask you, why do you not think that people like a Dre Baby or Lizzo are not deserving to be in love? Why is that? Because the first thing people go to is that big fat bitch. I'm curious to know. I'd like to know why is it the first read that y'all go to is big fat bitch? And I'm gonna let Manny chime in, and then we go talk about this candy because I didn't want it to be heavy, but we was gonna talk about it last week, you guys, but something came up, so we need to talk about it though, body image, because it's been bothering me, and I know it bothers a lot of other people as well too. Like I said, you have literally people. Look at what's going on in Israel. These people are out here without food and things.
Yeah.
People are out here starving. And not just for what's going on in Israel, but what is going on involving body image. They're wanting to look like the perfect size 4 or the perfect size 2 or the perfect size 0.
Yeah.
And I thank God that Victoria's Secret finally did away with their fashion shows. Because how many of you guys watched the Victoria's Secret fashion shows back in the day? And you see the models come down the runway with the wings. And I mean, beautiful bodies, beautiful women, everything. It put a lot of pressure on us as the consumers now that are watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show saying, damn, I wish my body looked like that. What do I need to do? I need to go do some crunches. I need to go and reserve me a membership at Planet Fitness right now. When in all reality, these models work out. They stay hard in the paint.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. Tiana Taylor, we've seen her. I mean, with the ropes and everything, like she's a beast. Ciara is another one. And then Kevin Gates, the rapper Kevin Gates. We've seen Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates stays in the gym. And it's just like looking at these celebrities out here working out to get the perfect body image. I wonder why. Because Hollywood has told you that your fatness, your thickness, is not what we're looking for. It is not the beauty standards that we're looking for. But I thank God that now I must say this, and that is the beauty standards are changing to showcase all beauty in all shapes and sizes. Listen, my friend Felicia is in here. She can tell you, she teases me all the time. Everybody know Miss Stevie got a big butt. I'm proud of it. Before I was insecure about it because I'm just like, oh God, I need to lose this. I need to lose this. I hate my stomach. I hate this. But I've just learned throughout the years, especially with me being 30, when you're 30, you don't care. And I've just realized that. I turned 30 today. So I've been stopped caring about what people have to say about my body. Oh, you need to lose this. You need to trim down, especially being in the fashion world. It's just like you grow a thick skin where you don't care what people have to say about your body.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna let Manny take it away, and then we're gonna get into this candy. We're gonna go into a lot of notes, and then I got a surprise for y'all. Not just for
Oh,
me because my birthday is today, but I have a very, very special treat. My co-host Johnny is returning at 4, and he's going to be joining me. And Manny, you are more than welcome to come and meet Johnny. You can come back in that live. So
okay.
it is going to be a fun day today. We're gonna have some fun. Ringing in 30, it feels good.
Oh.
So Manny, what are your thoughts on fat phobia and body image in general?
Mm-hmm. So to go back to what you said as far as like when you will hear people be like that fat bitch. I mean, oh my bad, I don't want to say it like that, but like just to say that itself, it comes off with so much negativity and the scrutiny to the point, it's like the first thing when somebody's reading somebody or looking at somebody and they notice that that person is overweight or have more body fat than it normally would be seen on a person, that's the first thing they would go to and be like that fat. So it's like to sit there and I just think that people feel like they're gaining some type of chip on their shoulder or their chest to sit there and tell somebody that to degrade them and have them feel some type of way to the point in their heads they think to themselves, "Oh, you fat b boo 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 boo," and hopefully they're thinking that what they're saying is making you feel less of yourself and have these vulnerable situations. And like we had a conversation off of here. I have a sister who is bigger in size, and to see my sister go from being very skinny and a thick size woman to being just
Yeah,
and like bloated in a sense, to sit there and see her go through that, I can tell that it hurts her because she sit there and tells me how she looks in the mirror, and it hurts her feelings to see herself as her she is as a woman today compared to what she was just 5 6 years ago. And I tell her, I say, you're still a beautiful woman. Don't let, the weight and other things affect you. But there will be people who will look at you as you're walking around and they will degrade you and they will call you fat and they will call you out your name, hoping to make you feel sad or make you cry or to feel less about yourself. And as we see people do that in the community, especially people who are transforming themselves from this to that, and then to go and you're walking around and showing your beauty, and to have somebody still come at you about your weight can be really deteriorating. Not just on confidence, but it can also affect other things. Body wise, to the point the self esteem and other things can become an issue. So it's like to sit there and hear that really like hurts me, and I know that beauty is in all types of images and ways that most people would never imagine. And to sit there and have a human being who is full of love and energy and peace, and to sit there and have that get taken away from them, that can really hurt a person. And I know that us and this whole world struggles with weight, but for us to be coming at one another, oh, I mean, and that can go the same way for a person like me who is very skinny. You know, a person can sit there and say, "Oh, you're skinny, a boo, 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 boo." Now, for most people, that may not mean much, but for a person like me, I'm like, look, I've been trying to gain weight my whole life, but it's just never happened. For that person who was who gained weight or overweight, they wasn't able to control that in some circumstances, and you know, it could be a genetically uh, made like that to happen, where you know, based on family members, that is what happens. So to sit there and have the bashing when it comes to that, it's hidden from all forms. And I just know, if anything, we should keep each other up with self-esteem and letting each other know, you know, even if you are plus size, you still a beautiful woman or you still a beautiful man. And to sit there and have these people continue to look at that as a disgusting or a nasty thing and sit there and try to make fun of people publicly about it and to shame them publicly about it, it's really hurtful. So that definitely needs to stop, and to have people that I do know from that's been on TV, from Bad Boys Club or you know Bad Boys Texas, um, and other people who are you know more than what the normal weight of people are used to. They also still get talked about because the first thing they see is the body size, and that's the image that they want people to be looked at, that this is your fatness, and we're going to sit there and talk about it, when that fatness can be also looked at as beauty and any other thing that a person can imagine themselves to look like or be. So yeah.
And not just that, but a lot of people think that body image just affects women, but it also affects men as well too.
Yes.
Because there are men out here who suffer with body image and fat phobia. And as I've mentioned, Dre Baby is one of them from Vico. Like
Hmm.
I've seen the amount, and I'm gonna diagnose it. It's a number of things that I see going on with him on Vigo. It's colorism, it's fat phobia, and it is also abandonment. So a lot of people think, how do you guys think that they looked at slaves back in the day? They looked at slaves a certain way back in the day. The slave masters looked at all of us as black people, especially if you're a woman and you're very curvaceous.
Hmm.
The body image is desirable, but that's hypersexuality. That's a whole different thing, you know, from men, not for women. But they would look at women in that way. And it affects us. It affects all of us. Because I'm pretty sure when we look in the mirror, first thing when we get up and we wipe the coal out of our eyes, we point out something that we want to go back and perfect or correct. And it's just like, what can I do to have the perfect body image? You start weighing all of these options. Surgery. Am I going to go on a diet? Am I going to do this? But who are you doing it for? Are you doing it for yourself, for your
Exactly.
own personal benefit? Or are you doing it because somebody told you this and they hurt
Hmm.
you bad? So fat phobia affects all of us in general as a whole.
Hmm.
And you never know what a person's story or situation could be because you've never walked in their shoes. You don't know what health issues they have going on that could help, that is possibly helping them, well, not helping them. What's the word that I'm looking for? That is possibly making them lose weight or gain weight. You don't know what medication, you don't know anything. You and I both, we don't know. We're in the dark here.
Hmm.
So to the people out here that have something to say about Lizzo's body or anybody's body, F your beauty standards. And I stand on that. F your beauty standards. Because the standard for beauty, especially in the fashion world and the entertainment world in general as a whole, they are changing. And people are becoming more accepting to see, okay, this is what is acceptable here. And we accept everything. We're inclusive. And what I love is that a lot of brands are becoming more size inclusive.
Yes.
Like, okay,
Yes.
we have Adidas. One of my favorite couture fashion designers is Christian Siriano. What I love about Christian Siriano is the fact that he is including women of all shapes and sizes in his designs. And we know that when it comes to couture fashion, that they ain't gonna sell to a woman who looks like me, who's shaped my size, unless it's custom made. Because back in the day, you had to be a certain height, you had to be a certain body image. It was a
Hmm.
size 4, size
Yeah.
0. The models were at least 5'9" or 6 foot. Whereas now in the fashion world, the models are one of my favorite curvy models, and I absolutely adore this woman. She did Mugler, and she also did Alexander McQueen's fashion show, Precious Lee. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen her everywhere. And Chanel, Stella McCartney, all of the fashion shows all over. Look her up right here on the gram. Her name is Precious Lee. Beautiful woman. What I love is that these designers like Alexander McQueen, all of these fashion houses are catering more to women that are my size. Because I've gotten a little thick during the quarantine. And I love it. I embrace it. I don't want to lose it. I didn't want to work out because I was scared of this thing. We all were. We didn't know what was coming.
Mm.
So my advice to anybody is look in your own mirror before you try to look into somebody else's mirror, because you never know what the next person has going on until you've walked a mile in their shoes. I have always had extra pounds that I've struggled to get rid of. Many have taught since they were little that you should be thin and you should be popular. Newspapers or indeed the media in general. Exactly. Madeline is a photographer, and she photographs for the magazine that I write for, Original Magazine UK. You guys know that I am one of the fashion writers for the magazine, and she did some of the photography, stunning photography, and she's photographed some of the world's most beautiful actors and models as well too. So that's coming from a photographer standpoint right there. My thing is this. I want you all that are out here judging and body shaming people to take a look at your own flaws before you judge someone else's, because you don't know the next person's stories. And that's what it takes, is having conversations like these, understanding, so that you can develop an understanding on body image and fat phobia and how that affects people mentally. I think it's terrible. You should be loved for who you are, not for how you look. Body shape won't tell if I'm kind or being human. Not the normal. Media in general is always conditioned. Yeah, the entertainment business, because this is what's seen. This is what's seen as beautiful and desirable. Tall and thin.
Hmm.
I'm short and curvy. 5'7.5". I told you guys my weight, 200. The norm for how to look is absurd. You should have the right to look how you want and be respected for it. Exactly. You guys have all seen The Nutty Professor with Eddie Murphy, right? The jokes, it's a funny movie, of course, yes. But fat phobia in that movie as well, too.
Hmm.
Because of the main character, Sherman. People didn't think that Sherman was able to be loved because of his size.
Hmm.
Everybody deserves to have someone special, regardless of their body shape or anything. Everybody deserves someone special in their
Yes.
lives. So who are you to tell someone, how dare you with your brown skin and your thick body to not be loved? You're disgusting. No, you're disgusting for trying to tear that person down to make
Hmm.
yourself look good.
Exactly.
That's what's disgusting.
Yes.
So that's fat phobia in a nutshell for all of you that are watching. We are going to shift to a lighter note here because it's Halloween. Nanny is still in character. I'm over here trying to channel my inner Audrey Hepburn Breakfast at Tiffany's, as you guys can see. All right. So, ooh, let's get into it. We're going to talk about these candy prices, y'all, because inflation has
Yeah.
caused, listen, Let's talk about it because I just heard the radio. They was talking about it on the radio. While I just got off the phone with my aunt. She was wishing me a happy birthday. All right. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about it. My goodness. Okay. Candy prices are ridiculous. Let's get into this article right here. Okay, so I sent this article to Manny, and this is
Mhm.
from PBS NewsHour. All
Yeah.
right, so we're going to get right into it. It says, oh, the horror. Inflation is driving up the price of Halloween candy. All right, candy prices rose by 13%, y'all, this October compared to 2022, increasing significantly for the second year in a row. According to the tracker, Data Assembly, heavy rains and intense droughts are impacting global Coca-Cola and sugar production. All right, which is contributing to the spike along the increased labor costs. The combination of factors have caused some people planning to hand out quickly to trick-or-treaters this year to cut back on the amount they purchase or to switch to cheaper brands.
Hmm.
Listen, inflation is inflationing right now at this point. The cost of living is going up. You're gonna have to pay taxes, even if you order offline, Amazon, everything, Temu. You are going to have to pay taxes. So for candy, of course, there's going to be a tax on sugar and sweets. So it's going to
Hmm.
add up. Even when you go, desserts, if you like cakes and cookies and all the baked desserts in the stores, it's going to cost tax on that as well too. But for candy, even those humongous bags with like 500 pieces of candy, you can
Yeah.
get Snickers, you can get Babe Ruth, Almond Joy, you can get all of the chocolate candies in there, M&Ms, all of that. By the way, spam your favorite candy in the comments for this Halloween. Let me know your favorites. I'm curious to know, fashion dolls. All right, Manny, what are your thoughts on this? They rose by 13%.
Well, I could definitely tell you, I've been at the store for the last few days, and people been buying the candy up still, but you can tell that the prices definitely went up to the point it's still a lot of candy left on the shelf. And that just shows like usually the day before Halloween, they still have just a little bit, but it barely the shelves be so empty, there don't be nothing left. And then the next day, whatever is left is that 50% off, 75% off sale. But you can definitely see that the inflation on the candy and stuff. This does not just affect the kids, but it also affect the people who buy the candy to give to the kids. To the point, some people are like, I'm not actually not going to even trick or treat this year, or I'm not going to stand by my door, sit by my door, and give out candy this year because instead of spending that 20, 30, $40 of candy for that, I gotta pay my bills or rent is due because it's the first of the month. So for that, it's been affecting a lot of people, especially who celebrate Halloween and things to the point where a lot of people just like I may not even participate this year. So I don't know. I mean, for me, I like candy, so I'll still buy the candy or whatnot. And I know a lot of people out there are still going to do such a thing. So that really won't affect a lot of people, but it is showing that if inflation can hit candy, we are in a serious problem here right now. So, it's just a byproduct itself, but just that product being inflated with that much and being taxed on and everything it can get to a point where even a Halloween in the future may be like nobody's buying candy this year because it may cost so much to buy candy. So just everybody just walking around dressed up, but that'll be about it. So
And then you're going to have to wait till it's reduced. I know they
yeah,
marked down a lot, Walmart marks down a lot of Halloween candy this year in general. There's going to be a lot of markdowns,
yeah.
especially with the holidays that are coming up. I'm dressed as the Audacity for Halloween. Well, Maddie's here in character. I am Holly Golightly, Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm the black one.
Hmm.
So I wanted to do something different to ring in my 30th today.
Yeah.
But candy prices is what we're talking about. We just got through talking about fat phobia. And my surprise will be coming up for you guys in the next hour, so stay tuned. 4 o'clock. Um, If you guys were following the stories, make sure you check out the stories, and photos for my Halloween costume will be posted as well too once I'm done with both platforms. Because I got to do some Nikki. We're going to do some things. All right? But
Okay.
you got Christmas and you got Thanksgiving. I
Mm-hmm.
know that Christmas, especially, you're going to have a lot of markdowns for Thanksgiving stuff and Halloween stuff as well too. It depends on what store that you go into also. So you could go into CVS, and I'm pretty sure CVS is going to have stuff marked down as well too. Make sure that you guys are using your coupons. I'm telling you, rack up your coupons.
To add up.
Ollie's as well too. Ollie sent me some coupons, and I think one expires on November 19th. So yeah, if you get Ollie's coupons, make sure that you guys are racking up your coupons as well too. I've gotten into it. I have a girlfriend that does coupons. The candy is expensive here in Sweden also, and it's going to be more expensive. I love chocolate, so my wallet is going to be empty. Me too. I love Kit Kat bars, and I also
Okay.
love Twix as well too. I love Twix. Twix is one of my favorite. I like the ice cream, and I like Snickers also. So I hope we see some markdowns for the holidays for candy. And again, use your coupons. Inflation is no joke.
Yeah.
Gas is going up. Things are going up.
Yeah.
Um, for men, especially men don't really have to worry about tax. Whereas women, we have to pay tax on our stuff. Whether I don't care if it's a bottle of shampoo or mascara. Women, we have to pay tax on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's crazy
Yeah.
how things are going up. Price of inflation, the cost of living is going up. A lot of people are going eco. They're using gas
Yes.
in their homes versus using electric. And I seen a commercial about that saying, well, why don't we go eco-friendly? Why don't we use some gas in our homes? So people are starting to take it back to the old-fashioned times and use like pump water from a well, do all of these things so that they can save money because everything is going up. Make sure that you are saving. Save everything that you get, every penny. Your change. If you have piggy banks, there's nothing wrong with that. Collect all of your money. Keep all of your receipts. Make sure that you're not being cheated or anything, especially in these times, because it is crazy. And sometimes everything is going digital where you can look right there on your phone directly and you can purchase and it'll tell you, hey, shipping, subtotal, shipping and handling for this and this right here. It'll add up. It'll add up. I told you guys that I've gotten into collecting Barbies. Well, guess what? When I purchase a Barbie, there is shipping and handling on the Barbie doll. There's shipping and handling, regardless of where I get it from. It can be a seller on Amazon, eBay, wherever. And it can be the most expensive doll. The most expensive Barbie doll that there is the Barbie Pink Splendor 1996. And that is one I do not have in my collection that I'm building up. She is valued at $25,000.
Oh, wow.
And she is one of the most beautiful Barbie dolls I have ever seen. If you guys have been following my stories, you need to check that out. I posted a photo sometime way back, and I'll do it again so you guys can see what she looks like. But she is beautiful. Hair over exaggerated. She's got like a necklace that's almost like mine. The earrings are very exaggerated. She is beautiful, and her train is long and pink. She's one of the most expensive Barbie dolls ever because I went on BuzzFeed, and they were saying these are some of the top Barbie dolls. Along that one is the Dior Barbie. But we're not talking about Barbies. That's my own thing. That's my side hustle. But we're talking about inflation and how if you order something, you're going to have to pay shipping for it. You're going to have to pay shipping and handling. Another one is Bath and Body Works. Now, luckily for me, since it's my birthday, they sent me a reward today. So I get to get something for free.
Okay.
And the offer expires next month, I think on the 30th. It goes all the way up to the 30th. So when it's your birthday month, make sure you use your rewards for all of my Bath and Body Works scent lovers out here, because you guys know that is something that I talk a lot about. And we just did a fall fragrance review with my girl Tina Marie Friday. So y'all make sure y'all go and check that out. It's up on Style by Stevie Daytime. But use your rewards, use your coupons. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I'm telling you, we got to save money in times like this. And those are just tips that can help you save money. Also, keep for those of you out there who keep tabs, keep yourself a reminder or a note. I bought this. This is how much this cost. Always keep your receipts. I know my mom is big on that. Keeping receipts so she knows what she got, what she received back, if she received the correct change back as well too. Um, yeah, and more importantly, if you are using your phone digitally, it will tell you as well through phone banking. A lot of people are doing phone banking. You can go right to your bank if you set up with your bank or whatever. Do it that way. So these are ways that you can save money. Now, I want you guys to be able to go get some candy. Make sure that the trick or treaters have candy as well too. So I would say so that you have, but candy expires and it goes bad. So yeah, if you want to go and buy some candy for yourself and your family, that's fine. But for trick or treat, I don't think it will last for trick or treating all the way up from next year, which will be my 31st birthday. It'll go bad. But if you want to go and get some for yourself, that's all fine and dandy. But yeah, but if you have a way where you can preserve the candy so it doesn't go bad, because I've seen people say, hey, I can preserve this so it won't go bad, or I can freeze this so it won't go bad. I would suggest you do that if you're deciding to go ahead and buy for the next year. But yes, candy does have an expiration date. So those are just a few
And
tips
make
and
and,
suggestions.
and make sure that they make sure you're checking your candy as well.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you for reminding me because yes, for the for the parents out there that are watching, please I know y'all are going to be trick or treating tonight. Uh, please make sure that you go and check your children's candy
Yes,
and eat some of it too, because they can't have it. I just met my
exactly.
nephew. I met my nephew Saturday. Oh my God, he is so adorable. I'm giving out highlighted scriptures to the kids. On Halloween night, them kids gonna look. What show was that where they gave out something like canned goods? It was a comedy, and somebody gave out canned goods to the trick or treaters. So you don't need all this candy. You need to be eating this. To the parents out there, check your kids' candy, like Manny said.
Hmm.
Make sure that you are staying near your parents. Parents, watch out for your kids. Make sure that y'all are being safe out here. Protect kids, protect yourself. Make sure that you're chaperoning with flashlight. Be safe out here and have fun tonight trick or treating. I'm 30 years old. All I can do is eat some of my nieces and nephews' candy. So they don't need all of it anyway, because like I said, I just met my nephew Saturday, and I can only imagine when he gets older, what he's going to do if he starts trick or treating. And he eats candy because kids will bounce. They'll be bouncing
Hmm.
all over the wall after they done ate all that candy, and you're gonna have a problem. You can be hard to calm them down. So yes, they don't need all that sugar, only a certain amount, and then their stomach will start hurting. So make sure that you're monitoring and checking out their candy as well. So those are a couple things tonight we wanted to touch on. Be safe. Make sure you guys are being safe out here. My very special surprise guest will be joining me at 4, so make sure you guys tune in for that. And hopefully, Manny can stick around and join us too, because I want you to be.
Oh,
He's also in LA. He's also just recently moved to LA as well too.
okay,
So
okay.
I want you to be. All right, but recap for those of you that are just coming in. What did we talk about today? We talked about fat phobia and body image within the LGBTQ plus community and overall.
Hmm.
Um, we know that there is a certain body type, a certain image that the entertainment business and that society sees as desirable and beautiful. And the thing is, it is time for us to completely open our minds and see that everybody else is not going to look the same.
Hmm.
We're not going to look the same. God created us differently for a reason. So that means you're going to have plus size, you're going to have petite, you're going to have curvy, you're going to have tall, God didn't want us all to be the same. If we were all the same, the world would be what? Boring. It would be boring. So I need you guys to open your mind and change up your beauty standards as well, also.
Yes.
because the beauty standards in the world are changing. They are
Mhm.
greatly, greatly
Yes.
so.
Oh.
So we touched on that as well, and we touched on candy. Again, we want you guys to be safe out here tonight, going to Halloween. If you're going to Halloween parties and things, have fun. This is a one-time thing. Halloween comes once a year, so make sure that you guys go out here and have fun. I know I'll be having. I've had the best 30th birthday ever. Thank y'all all so much for your love and your wishes. Um, and not only that, but one of the supermodels, legendary supermodels that I've interviewed, shout outs to her, Carol Collins Miles, who has walked the runway for Saint Laurent. Well, back in the day, it was Eve Saint Laurent. And Terry Mugler, she wished me a happy birthday. So thank you so much, Queen. I see all of you guys are coming in with your birthday wishes. And I'm pretty sure my phone is going to be ringing off the hook. Uh, it's on silent right now. But when I get off, I guarantee you it's going to be ringing off the hook because my brother texted me, my baby sister texted me, Felicia texted me, she's still in here. And I spoke with my very, very special guest. I know you guys have been dying to know who is the very special guest. Um, I'm going to just go ahead and announce the surprise here. Johnny is coming back. Fashion Dolls, my co-host Johnny. Yes. We're gonna be catching up with him in the next hour to find out what Johnny has been up to. He's been on the move. He's recently moved to LA, so we'll let him tell us everything and we'll get into that. He also has his costume. The guys had to get their costume together because me and Manny and Johnny, we've been talking throughout the week. I've already had my costume and I said, I'm going to do Audrey Hepburn. Breakfast at Tiffany's is one of my favorite movies. Last year, I was the sexy race car driver. I had the photos. I cannot find those
Uh,
photos. They're out there somewhere.
okay.
But yes, I had bone straight hair, and I had on like this. How was it? It was like this hat suit that had
Mm.
red and blue. Yeah, my girlfriend Felicia remembers it. I hope she can find those. Help me find those pictures. But I should have brought it back to post as like a throwback for this Thursday or whatever, so that you guys would have been able to see it. But yes, I chose Breakfast at Tiffany's for my costume. I wanted to bring in what y'all call it, dirty 30 or flirty 30. Flirty 30. I had to celebrate with elegance. So I had to pay homage to Audrey Hepburn or Holly Golightly today. So I'm excited to see Johnny and see what he's been up to. His nail business is flourishing. So congratulations to Johnny on his endeavors. We have been speaking throughout the week, and this has been longly anticipated and planned. I had to hide it and keep it as a surprise. I said, wait, wait, wait. I want this to be special. I want you to be my surprise guest. Of course, we've done so many interviews together. So I think Johnny and Manny meeting, the stars aligning perfectly is what's needed. So I'm excited for the guys to meet. Um, this is going to be amazing, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's show and today's topic. We needed to talk about this. We were going to do it last week, but something came up. So, in perfect timing, it happened today. So, I hope you guys all have your costumes ready. Um, I'm going to talk briefly about a few costumes that I've seen. Shout outs to Chad Rashawn. Chad Rashawn did Dave Chappelle and he did the baby and nailed it, executed it perfectly. Um, Beyonce's Renaissance costume is doing well. Sherry Shepherd did Beyonce's Renaissance, and I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna watch it tonight because Miss Tina's gonna be on Sherry. I have not seen Tamron Hall's costume. Cheryl Underwood also did Beyonce, so Beyonce is a very popular Halloween costume. I would have came as Beyonce, but I said, nah, I want to do something different. That was gonna be my first choice was Beyonce or either Wonder Woman or a sexy nurse. Those are gonna be my choices. So I said, my mom would kill me. She's Christian, and the outfit that I would have chose, you would have seen Miss Stevie in a very different light. And growing up Christian and Baptist, that wouldn't fly. My mom would be like, girl, No, ma'am. What do you have on? Yeah, I would. That would have been the end of Style by Stevie. If I would have put on a costume like that. So, so I said, you know what? Let me settle for something different than what I did last year, which is Breakfast at Tiffany's Audrey Hepburn.
Hmm.
So, another costume that I seen. Shout outs to Andre Bellows, who I interviewed as well too. Andre Bellows did Marilyn Monroe, so make sure you guys go and check him out. He did Chirac, which is a Spike Lee film, and I interviewed him way, way, way back when, not too long ago this year. So y'all go and check that interview out. Another one of the costumes, Manny came as this monster. He surprised me because I didn't know what he was going to come as. Him and Johnny, and I can't wait to see Johnny's costume either. I don't know
Hmm.
what Johnny has up his sleeve because he's so creative. So Johnny and Manny will probably hit it off perfectly, and we're gonna have some fun today. But who else's costumes did I see this year? Um, Avery Wilson is the Scarecrow in The Wiz. So shout outs to him. I seen someone do Babs with Holly Berry.
That's,
So, oh my God, y'all are doing the thing with these Halloween costumes. Meg the Stallion. Now, my girl T.F. Madison is the queen of Halloween. Period. If y'all have not seen T.F. Madison's costume, y'all need to go and check it out. She did the damn thing this year. Those kids won't come back next year. So should I give a pack of noodles too?
that's funny.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
God, this reminds me of I think it was Martin. Martin gave him a can of soup or something. Or was it Gina? Yeah, it was on Martin that she gave him a can of soup or something she could find in her house.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah, so if you want to, go ahead and give a pack of noodles. That's what they're doing this year. Listen, people are being frugal. They're saying candy is hot. I ain't got money to buy candy from out the store this year. So let me go ahead and give you a can of something. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Because listen, we just read the article to you. It went up by 13% this year.
Hmm.
So again, if you want to wait till after Halloween or after Christmas to get your candy, do it that way. But it'll be for your own leisure. But again, if you're able to preserve candy so that it lasts and it be able to expand all over for next year, there's ways we can do it. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. So if you can preserve food, I'm pretty sure you can preserve candy. I'm not sure. I have four flavors too. Well, mine's is the chicken. Ain't nothing wrong with oodles and noodles.
Look,
Shoot.
I got shrimp. I love some shrimp.
My brother does too. He likes the spicy one. He likes the
Hmm.
spicy. I can't do it. My acid reflux just won't let me. I learned my lesson from that a long time ago. So I can't do it like I used to. But I stick with the chicken. But yeah, if you have little things that you want to pass out to the kids, make sure you do it. Or I would say to, even though it might be pricey, give them give them little bags. Give them little bags of candy.
Hmm.
Give them little bags of candy already made up. There's things that you can do to cut costs.
Yeah.
So you won't have to worry about paying so much for candy,
Just
to anybody
one
out.
piece.
Yeah, that might be the choice. Yeah. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Hey Delicious,
Hmm.
if
Also,
she's in here.
also for if anybody has like family members, cousins, or even friends that may be going out tonight or in the next like 5 hours, if you want to keep in check with them, that if anybody's updated to the iOS 17 update, if you go into your messages, there's no app for this, but it's only in your messages. If you go to your messages and you click on the plus sign to, pull up photos or a GIF or anything, you will see on the sidebar, they will say, it would basically be saying like to connect, and to, what's it called? Oh my gosh. It's basically the check-in. You'll see it. It's gonna say check-in, and basically when you hit that, you'll be able to check in with anybody that you want to check in with at a certain time. So if you say, "Hey, what time are you guys getting done with trick or treating? And everybody say, oh, we're gonna be done at 10 o'clock. So on the app, I mean, on the messaging thing, you can click on that, and that person can check in at 10 o'clock when necessary, and you can set that up with other family members and friends as well, just to make sure everybody is okay and safe, and having a good night tonight.
Yes. Again, make sure that you guys are staying. Watch your children. Be safe out here. Check their candy. Have fun. Halloween is like a one-time thing. You get to be a completely different person
Yes.
on Halloween. Like T.S. Madison nailed it for me. When she posted her costume, she nailed that character. And Manny is still in character right now. I'm trying to channel my inner Audrey Hepburn, Breakfast at Tiffany's. I'm the black version. All right, I love Audrey Hepburn. So I said, ever since I was little, I watched Breakfast at Tiffany's and Funny Face and A Gentleman Preferred Blondes, all of these black and white things, and the ones that have color. I always wanted to channel Audrey Hepburn. So I know you guys can't see my little tiara. There you go. Boom. Ali Yankee says, fun fact, put some Old Bay in the shrimp noodles. Wait, you talking about like the seafood seasoning?
Yeah, I'd put that in there sometimes with some pepper and hot sauce.
Yeah. My brother and my mom, they love shrimp noodles. Me, I like the chicken. I just like the plain old chicken in the orange bag. That's mine. Or either they'll get the ones in the cup. So
Yeah.
there's ways that you can go out here and cut costs if you need to pass out candy. Like Manny said, if you have to give them one piece, you do what you got to do. Now, I did want to bake myself a cake for Halloween. I did want to bake myself a cake. My sister's no longer here, but I wanted to try baking, do some baking for my birthday because I did have a taste of a cake. Something for the fall. It has to be like a pumpkin cake or carrot cake or something like that. I didn't want a traditional cake. So who knows what I have planned, but I know I've got a bunch of cards and stuff I got to go through and open up. And y'all showing me so much love today. So thank y'all all so much for pouring into me and just celebrating me in my 30th birthday. I cannot believe Manny's already 30.
I know.
I was scared to be 30.
Yeah.
I was scared because when I woke up this morning, it just dawned on me like, you're not in your 20s anymore. You're not in your 20s anymore. You are in the 30 club. So shout outs to Mel. She said, welcome to Club 30. I said, girl, I'm scared, but I'm here.
30,
I'm here.
30.
It's real. It's real. And my mom was like, happy birthday. My grandmother, my aunt, everybody. My brother called, and then my other brother texted me, and then my baby sister, she texted me too. And then my sis Felicia, so many people, everybody texted me. But when I woke up and I seen, okay, October 31st, I said, oh, Lord, it's 30. It's here. It's here. It is here officially. I've grown up. So it's like a new milestone for me in life. I'm just happy to be here, thankful to be here, alive, and still flourishing and doing well with both platforms, tête-à-tête and Style by Stevie. All right, let me see what we have. Let's see what time it is so that we can get this next guest in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Fashion Dog. So we are going to start a new live for our next special guest joining us. And Manny, you are more than welcome to come back and join and
I
meet
sure will.
my co-host.
Yes.
All right, Fashion Dogs. We will see y'all back. Check us out.